Oh, so this is a movie about how the guy from Are We There Yet and the sequel got his start. What's happening, film nerds? David the Film Junkie here, bringing you a film review of Straight Outta Compton. And of course, Straight Outta Compton stars a bunch of dudes that look like the guys from NWA, including Ice Cube's son, who just looks exactly like him. And of course, Straight Outta Compton shows the rise of NWA and all the fucking bullshit they had to go through, and just a rise of gangster rap and everything like that. Eazy-e, Dr. Dre, Ice Cube. I mean, I know there's like 5 guys, but those are the 3 main guys, and the movie really just follows those 3 main guys. So you see their rise to fame. They're out of Compton. They're trying to do their thing. They're trying to they just want their words to be heard and their music to be heard. So they take that road, and a bunch of bullshit happens. You see the rise, you see the successes, the struggles, the just pure bullshit, and you really get to see how Ice Cube and Dr. Dre got to where they are. I mean, we all, if you don't know what happened to Eazy-E, I won't say it, but you know what happens to Eazy-E. But you see how Ice Cube and Dr. Dre really got to where they are. And it's quite interesting. So what did I think of Straight Outta Compton? I really enjoyed this flick. This is a good bio flick. It had everything you want. You get to see where they came from, their rise, their struggles. Like I said, it's paced well, it's acted well. Sometimes maybe not, but it's kind of cool to hear that old music because I grew up during this time. I was into rap. When I moved to California, I got really into rap music. I wasn't really into NWA, but I was into Dr. Dre. I was really into that gangster rap. That's actually the good rap though. That early 90s, mid 90s rap, and maybe late 80s, that's the good rap. The rap right now, not so much. So I listen to these guys. I listen to Ice Cube. I listen to Dr. Dre, I really listen to these guys. So it was really interesting to see where they came from and see their story play out. I'm sure some of it might have been, movie eyes, how they kind of make it, they Hollywoodize it, they do. You really see the bullshit they had to go through because obviously where they came from and how they looked, cops just gave them shit just for no reason. They just see them walking on the street. They just assume that they're gang members and that they're selling rocks, man. It's really fucked up, but that's something they had to overcome. And, they wanted to have their, what the hell, there was a fly. You really get to see the censorship they had to go through too, because obviously their lyrics were violent lyrics, but they were just speaking from their experiences. It's not like they were just promoting violence, it's good to fucking just shoot a cop or shoot somebody. They weren't saying that at all, but of course, the way that this fucking country is all uptight, they wanted to censor them, because obviously they had a song called Fuck the Police, and of course they didn't, the police didn't like that, but the way that they were treated by the police, I'd be saying that shit too, and the way the police is still nowadays is pretty fucked up. You also see events that are happening not just with them. They talk about the Rodney King beating, which was really fucked up, and how those cops just got out, and of course the LA riots, and it's just sad to think this shit is still happening, and it's gotten worse because now cops are straight out just killing people. It's just really sad how uptight this country is, and the free speech amendment is just dwindling. It's just dwindling. It's just, why is this country so uptight nowadays? It's ridiculous because now, especially with the internet, people are getting offended left and right, and of course they're just, I don't like this. They didn't have the internet back then, and these guys just wanted to speak their mind. Yes, it was explicit. Yes, it had violent lyrics, but they were just trying to speak their mind, and the government was trying to come in and censor them. It's we're just free speech. Free speech. It was also cool too when they were starting to branch off. Some of you already know the story that Ice Cube left first, and you saw their little rivalry, and you kind of saw Dre and where he went, and then you also saw other characters, other people, that were important, that made cameos in the movie. Of course, it wasn't the actual people, but it was people playing those people, and you just saw how they fit into this gangster rap world. So overall, I say give it a watch. It's really good. It's a great biopic. I'm not going to put it on the favorite wall of 2015, even though I really enjoyed it. It's just because it's one of those movies that I was like, I watched it once. I don't really need to watch it again. I'm not going to go out and buy it right when it comes out. I'm not going to just, it's just not one of those movies. It's on TV. Maybe I'd watch it again, but it's just okay, I watched it. I learned that. That's fine. I don't need to go down that road anymore. It was really interesting. I loved how to see where they came from and the music and everything. It was just great stuff. So let me know if you saw Straight Outta Compton down below in the balls area, and let me know what you thought about it. Also hit that thumbs up button if you'd be so kind. Subscribe to my channel if you haven't already. Subscribe to my other channel too. Visit filmjunkie.com for all my videos. Follow me on Twitter, Facebook, and Google+. It's all down there for you to click, guys. Well, I'm Dave, the Film Junkie, and I brought you a film review of Straight Outta Compton. Compton. Yeah. It was pretty funny too, because when they were recording the music, obviously it was the real recordings, But there was like a couple times too where they had actually had the real actors like singing it. It didn't sync up. It's fine. It wasn't anything bad. I mean, it was just well produced though. I mean, it's crazy to think like how far Dr. Dre and Ice Cube have come. I mean, and the shit they had to go through just to get here. I mean, I have a newfound respect, honestly, because they had to make some pretty crazy decisions. They had to make some decisions just to get where they are, and they were smart. They were actually really smart about things, and it's pretty good stuff. So yeah, there you go, guys. It's fucking hot in here. I'm gonna die. Talk to you later.